Hey guys, it's Kieran, and in this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways that you can get paying clients into your online coaching program and change lots of lives promptly. Okay, so in this video, right, I'm going to show you step by step different areas of the market that you can attack in order to get people into your program. So the 5 things we're going to be covering is 1, the beta launch, right? Kind of aimed at people who are just transitioning online or you're launching a new program. The reignite offer, right, which is going to reignite previous relationships that you've had, clients who have done well. If you're running a fitness service-based industry, business, like a PT business or whatever. The transition offer, right? If you currently have a lot of in-person clients and you want to get them online. The re-offer, right, which is just a way of getting people who are on the fence into the program, and also just an injector urgency and ejector offer as well. And if you utilize all of these, right, not just posting content, but actually making offers to all the areas of the market who you can leverage, then it's going to result in you, 1, being a happy coach because you're going to make more money, and also happy clients because they're getting an offer that's a bit more of a rare opportunity, right? You're always going to get those people who will never just, they're always looking for like the right moment, right? That little light bulb moment that makes them think, oh shit, this isn't going to come around very often. I want to reach this goal. Now is the perfect time. So you want to be always giving people those kinds of opportunities. So we're just going to go into each one step by step. First one is going to be the beta launch, right? So with the beta launch, this is obviously going to be for people who are brand new, or if they're just transitioning online and want to launch their online program. So step 1 is to basically give the VIP invite, I like to call it. So that's you manually reaching out to people who you think would be a good fit. If you've literally never coached anyone in your life, then friends and family is a good place to go, right? So basically, you're just going to figure out everyone in your circle or who on social media who you might know who could possibly be a good fit for what you offer. And this might seem a bit forward for some people, but you just need to get over that. Like, that's just a part of being a business owner, putting your name out there, right? Putting your service in front of the people who you think would benefit from it, okay? It's not worth someone not getting results because you're too scared to reach out to them. Okay, that's just silly. Now, why does it make sense from their point of view? Well, 1, it's a rare opportunity, right? It's not going to come around very often. They're going to feel special because you're giving them first dibs, right? That's always quite important as well. You want to make people feel important, and if you're personally reaching out to them because you think they would be a good fit, that's obviously something that's, people are going to like. And it's going to make them more likely to want to join, as opposed to if you just completely missed out this step and you just started posting on social media, they're going to be less likely to want to join. They're going to be getting a massive discount because it's a beta launch, okay? So, if you're just launching something for the first time, it makes sense to give a discount because you're actively trying to get feedback on the service so you can improve it. But as them being one of the founding members, right, they're going to have the opportunity to essentially help you pave the way and make the program better for other people. So for a lot of people, that's also a little incentive as well, knowing that they're going to have input on this program in terms of trying to make it the best it can be. And also, it's coming from someone that they already know and trust. So if they've got this little goal that's lingering in their brain that they've just not get around to starting, then this is going to be that light bulb moment to start taking action now. And it's someone who they know and trust, right? Instead of just a stranger on the internet. So you're just going to reach out to people who you think would be a good fit. You're coming at it from a good opportunity that they're not going to see very often. And they already know, like, and trust you. So that's what you're going to do. You're just going to reach out to them. Tell them that you're reaching out to them first before you post it on social media, and you think they would be a great fit and all this sort of stuff. So That's what you're going to do first. You're going to identify everyone who could possibly want to do this, okay? Don't be scared. All they're going to say is no if they're not interested. Step 2 is what I like to call the quick wins protocol inside my coaching program. And once you've covered all the personal invites, it's time to now make this offer public, right? Because you've covered that side of things. Now it's time to actually get it in front of other people. So usually, if it's a launch especially, it's definitely going to be around 14 to 21 days, just so you've got enough time to actually build awareness. Because a common mistake I see with coaches is they'll make a little offer and then they'll post one time about it, and then that's it. That's really not the way to go. Big corporate companies, when they're promoting something, they plan a campaign, right? So this is the same thing for you. You're essentially planning a marketing campaign to push this service, get it in front of people, but also give them enough time to like process it. You know, if they see you posting about it, you know, quite a lot of times, that's going to nurture them and they're going to come around to it. Some people will take action immediately. Others, right, which Callum experienced, will take action after like on the 13th or 14th day, okay? So that's the magic with making it a bigger campaign, is you're essentially nurturing people, right? They're getting more familiar with what you're doing. They're seeing other people join, and then that kind of makes them take the leap. So what we did with Callum, he's one of my newest clients. We're able to secure him 5 paying clients in 14 days, which is actually the goal we set before launching. Just because based on his audience size, it was very small. To be honest, 5 paying clients was like the top end of what I think would be realistic. And obviously, you know, it's a great result, right? To have 5 clients starting from scratch after 14 days. And yeah, he literally had 50 IG followers. Account was brand new, and just like a few hundred Facebook friends as well. So there's a little screenshot of he's saying that the 5th person booked the call. And yeah, we're helping put our stories and reels and all this sort of stuff. And basically the marketing campaign is just a sequence of direct offers, right? Personal transformation posts, vouchers from people that he's helped previously. Like, I'm sure you've given advice to people and things like that, or given people a free program. Anything like this is great. It's not that they're boasting about this amazing transformation. All it is a vouch, right? It's a bit of social proof, right? Belief shifting posts and value posts. So all these are going to be nurturing people. And then the direct offer is basically just being specific, straight to the point about what it is and how they can take action. So a combination of all these things over the course of 14 to 21 days is more than enough time to extract as much interest as possible from your current audience. So yeah, that's kind of what the beta launch looks like. So next is the reignite offer. So quite a lot of people watching, you might be a personal trainer, or you might be running some kind of other in-person fitness business, right? And you kind of want to take that online, or you're just launching something online, and it's always good to sort of reach back out to these people that you already have relationships with, because people who have bought from you in the past are going to be far more likely to buy from you again than people who are complete strangers. So you can see how we're sort of working our way up, right? We're starting with people who you're closest to, who you have the best relationships with, and then we're just working up from there. So the reignite offer, right? You want to just capitalize basically on previous business relationships you've had with people that were pleased with your service. But now, now that this service is better and more improved, that's the key, by the way. You're not just getting them back onto the same thing. You need to frame it in a way that's, okay, here's what I'm doing now. It's better because of X, Y, and Z. Based on your goals and what you told me before, I think this would be a great opportunity for you. So I'm just reaching out to give you first dibs before anyone else. Okay. And that kind of coming from that angle always goes quite a long way. Basically just helping them go further into their journey. So again, hitting them with a VIP invite. Okay, so you want to hit them with some urgency and scarcity as well. So, you're only accepting X amount of people for this offer, which makes sense, right? You can't just be giving offers. You've got your regular service and your regular pricing and things. You can't just be giving everyone offers. You want to, sequence through them. But basically, you're accepting X amount of people for this program, giving them a sense of importance and a good opportunity that will only exist for one time. Okay? So just acknowledge the positives from working together the first time, explain how this program will help them even more than before, and just simply ask them if they would be down to chat about it. Nothing salesy, no pressure, but just to have a chat about what their vision looks like and to see if what you offer now is a good solution to that or not. So that's the Reignite offer. So you're basically just, using people that you've worked with before to get them into your program. Now, the transition offer, so this is for existing clients, right? If you're a personal trainer, which is probably the best example, you're going to have a lot of in-person clients who you're going to want to transition a lot of them online, okay? Because it's just way more leveraged, and it's going to free up your calendar massively. So basically, you just want to message everyone who it makes sense to ask, right? If your online program is sort of went in a different direction to some of the people you help, then that's okay. However, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people who you are working with will also be a good fit for your online program. So the key here is it must have improvements and bonus features that you can link to their goals that they currently don't really have with in-person PT. Most personal trainers don't really think like this because the sessions are the main thing that they're paying for, right? However, when you're building an online coaching program, you're trying to think of ways to make it as valuable as possible, because it's more like value-based pricing, whereas an in-person session, you're just pricing based on the sessions most of the time. Everything else is just kind of extra. So basically, anyone in your PT business who is past that 3-month mark and doesn't need you holding their hand anymore is going to be a good fit for your online program. Their exercise form by that point should be in a good place. But even if they do join your online program, they're still going to be sending you videos now and again so you can keep up to date with their form, make any suggestions and things like that. But for majority of people, an online coaching program is far more valuable. It gives a lot more accountability as well. So yeah, definitely fire it that way. So extra bonuses would be things like an online curriculum, right? So they can actually become more educated and self-improve. Group calls, right? More of a sense of community. You might have some additional tools and assets that they can use, like habit trackers, things like that, as well as like an app. More accountability mechanisms as well. So I think an online program gives people more accountability than in person, because what happens is people go to their PT session, they won't see their coach for another week. Yeah, they can ask questions and stuff, but it's human nature they don't always tell you about what's going on, right? They'll just wait till they see you in person and tell you then. However, if you have an online program that's more structured and you've got more touch points, you're going to pick up on these things sooner, and there's more accountability. So basically, you're just going to construct a little message telling them about your new online program and how it can help them get to their goal even more, and just acknowledging their progress with you so far. So the next is the re-offer, right? So this is basically just for like leads you've got in the DMs or people that you've been on a sales call with. So basically what you're going to do is usually you would have a re-offer planned like once a month. Usually at the end of the month is quite a good time. So a personalized offer for those people at the bottom of your funnel, okay? So these people here, not strangers, people who you've literally talked to, ideally been on a sales call with, who haven't closed, and you're just going to give them an opportunity that's going to allow them to just you know, to just get them over the fence, right? They might just be, for some reason, just on the fence, you know, getting in their own way, and they might just need this little opportunity to actually get them in, right? And that's the whole point of a re-offer. So people in DMs or who you haven't closed on a call, obviously you need an authentic justification for why you're given this offer, so you don't look desperate or it's not too random, right? Because if you just try and haggle them and try and get them in, like, hey, what about this? What if I give you a 20% discount? Will you join? You know, it just comes across desperate, and they're most likely not going to take you up on it. However, if it's for a specific reason and you're giving it to everyone, then they're going to be far more likely to want to, you know, take advantage of that, because they're going to have fear of missing out, because they know that it's not just them, you're giving it this opportunity to everyone. So just a little example here. So, hey, Name, just based on our previous conversations, thought I'd reach out to you about this first. To celebrate a good month, I've decided to give back. So I'm giving 3 people the opportunity to join the program at a 20% discount, only if they join before this date, right? It might be 24 hours, it might be 48 hours, something like that. If you still want to, right, make sure that you acknowledge their goals, right? Make it personal. Let me know. Really nonchalant, casual, and if they get back to you, they do, right? That might spark a bit of curiosity again, or a bit of, you know, interest. If they don't, it's all good. You can't really do much after that point. But the re-offer, right, if done well, and you've got a lot of leads in the DMs and things like that, can make you a lot of money, right? Like an extra 10 to 20K a month on top of what you would have done anyway. So it's definitely really useful to have this in your bank of offers, right, to do once a month. So the last thing, right, is just an urgency injector to people who are in your audience, who just need that little push or that little opportunity. Some might know it as a flash sale, right? But obviously it's completely open to the public. You'll just be using IG stories and reels to get it in front of people. Obviously, you know, these things are kind of aimed at people behind the scenes. The urgency injector is just aimed at your online audience, right? So to maximize the potential there, you're going to need an authentic justification, like what I said before, like a time deadline and some scarcity as well. So just an example for you, Mother's Day, that's the reason, right? In celebration of Mother's Day, I'm doing X. It's for 72 hours only, right? The good thing about Instagram stories is it has like a little countdown feature. So you can put widget, so you can have, you know, celebrating Mother's Day, 72-hour flash sale with a little countdown widget available to just 3 people. And yeah, that's how you want to do it. So another tip to make this more potent is to display some client results before making this post. That's sort of just like a rule of thumb when making any offer, really, like to the public that is not behind the scenes. You always want to back it up with proof first. And ideally, if you're niche down, all this social proof will be relevant to them as well. That's key. If you're too much of a generalist, like on in-person PTs, right, if they're going to have a wide variety of social proof, and sometimes that's not going to really hit with everyone. However, if you're kind of niche down and you're hitting people on stories with this social proof that's relevant to their goals as well, it's just going to hit a lot harder. So you always want to, you know, combine the two, social proof, then the offer. So always use social proof. And that's kind of it. This is just a accidental copy and paste mistake. But those are the offers for you guys, right? 5 ways, additional ways that you might not be using that you can just get more people into your program. So if you enjoyed this one, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.